Hi there, happy Sunday. Welcome to Bariatrics and Tips. I'm Michelle Geeson, your hostess with the Moses. Welcome to a very special Memorial Day Bariatrics and Tips Facebook Live recipe demonstration. I'm so glad you're here. Thank you so much for taking time out. This is going to be a great dish for you to be able to make for your Memorial Day barbecue. It's a great way to start off spring and summer. Let's just talk summer, forget spring. Okay, you know, one of the things we have in common is that we've all had weight loss surgery or we're gearing up to have weight loss surgery. And even if that doesn't fit the bill, if you're striving for overall health and wellness, if you're trying to combat diabetes, if you're just looking to make some healthy life changes, you are in the right place, because the objective here is to never feel deprived. We are going to live large, we are going to cook and eat small, and we are going to find flavor in everything that we do. So you are definitely in the right place. I've got a lot of ingredients to show you today, so we are going to get started. The thing that we are making today is my all too famous, or at least famous for potlucks and family barbecues, my marinated garden bean salad. It's a really great dish because the beauty of this is that you can cater these ingredients that you see to your liking. You can substitute and add and delete, make it your own. I don't care, because truthfully, when I make this recipe, sometimes depending on what I have in the house, I will use this instead of that and that instead of this. So we are gonna get started. We are gonna first start off with the ingredients overview, and then I can hear behind me that the water is boiling. So let's get started. Maya is my camera person today. Say hi, Maya.
Hi.
All right. If anyone chirps in and has a question, please let me know. Maya's got some allergies, so you might hear her cough. That just means she approves of everything I'm doing here, okay? Now she's rolling her eyes at me. So, okay, Maya, oh no, stay right here. Let's talk about the ingredients first, and you can definitely, I'll show and tell. So we're gonna start off with 1.5 cups of green beans. These are fresh green beans. They are cut into bite-sized pieces, the same size piece that you would see when you open up that can, but these are fresh. We've got a can each of white cannelli beans, garbanzo beans, also known as chickpeas. We've got a cup of organic edamame. Edamame is soybeans, if you're not familiar. We've got a cup of grape tomatoes that are quartered. We've got a cup of mini cucumbers that are sliced into rounds and then quartered. We've got 1.5 cups of fresh asparagus, also cut into those bite-sized pieces. We've got 2 stalks of celery, cut thin. I actually like to cut them on the slant. They look fancier that way. But not only do we have the celery, I also have 1/4 cup of the celery leaves. They add such great aroma and flavor, and they're just pretty, and I love green. It's my favorite color, so there you go. I've got 10 pepperoncini peppers that are cut. The stems are removed. I've got 1/4 cup of Kalamata olives that have been chopped. I've got a heaping helping of, it's basically 1 small red onion sliced thin, and then 1/2 of a yellow and orange bell pepper diced. I've got 2 teaspoons of white sugar. If you want, you can use artificial sugar. Myself personally, I've been trying to stay away from artificial sugar, so I've got the regular. I've got 1 tablespoon each of the brine that accompanied these 2 bad boys from the jar. So pepperoncini brine and Kalamata olive brine, 2 tablespoons total, 1 of each. And then I've got the juice and the zest of 1 lemon. A good lemon should yield you about 4 tablespoons of juice, and this is exactly that. And then I've got the zest here to show for it. The first thing that we need to do, Maya, I'm gonna have you come around while I talk, is we need to blanch the fresh green beans, the fresh asparagus, and the edamame, okay? Blanching, if you're not familiar with how to do it, is a way to quick cook, but not overcook, steam, and bring out that gorgeous green color of your vegetables. So we need to put these 3 ingredients into a pot of boiling salted water. So we're gonna do that right now. I'm just gonna dump all my ingredients in you can focus on the pan or the pot. 1, 2, and 3. All right, these are going in there. Let me put these in the sink, Maya. You can stay focused on that. And what we're gonna do is we are going to let this come to a boil. Again, it's just about there. And we want to just boil these for 1 to 2 minutes. Blanching doesn't require a lot of time. You don't want to overcook it. Number 1, I don't want these veggies to get too soft. And number 2, I don't want them to get too dark. So I want their vibrant green color in there. Focus on the whole pot there. Thank you, girlfriend. All right, so we are gonna let that come to a boil real quick. And then while we're letting this come to a boil again, I have got on hand a bowl of ice water on reserve. And actually, Maya, you can come over, look over here. I've got a bowl of ice. I'm gonna put the water in it right now. And Maya, you can definitely focus on the water, not the ugly sink. All right, so I'm filling it up with ice water. The important thing you need to know about blanching, and I'm actually gonna take a little bit, I didn't know how much ice I needed to put in because I thought maybe it would melt too soon, but I'm gonna take some of it out. The important thing you need to know about blanching is that once you're done with the boiling process, you need to put it in ice water or iced water, and the ice water will help the cooking process. So that way you can retain that beautiful, gorgeous green color and the crispness of the vegetables, okay? So I'm gonna let that boil, and once I see it boil, I am going to stop what I'm doing over here and we're gonna go to this process, but I wanna keep this thing going because there's a lot to show you, okay? So what we need to do is we need to basically add all of these ingredients to our large bowl. And I'm gonna take the beans. Now again, these beans, you're going to drain and rinse them, and I've already done just that. So I've got these beans in there. Nice. Then we've got the tomatoes, which are my favorite, the cucumbers, the celery, woo! That fell right out of my hand. The celery leaves, the peppercini, calamata, potato, the onion, the bell peppers. I hear something boiling. Bear with me here. All right, so we've got all that in, and then also the parsley. The parsley, the lemon zest. Now spread that joy around. The parsley, Maya, if you want to focus on the parsley for a second, the reason you see it on a paper towel is because it's very important to keep your herbs dry. It makes chopping them better, and it prevents them from wilting and getting yucky and nasty. So that's why you see it there. Let's go over back to here. All right, this is done. Look at how beautifully green everything is. Looking good to me. This is a strainer spoon, and I'm gonna put everything in here to help that process. And okay, now to get the final, I am gonna hold this over. Oh, you know, quick rule of thumb, come over here for a second. All this water that I'm wasting right now, see how it has that green twinge to it? You could actually keep that water and use it or cool it down and then use it to water your plants, and they will thank you, all those vitamins in there and everything. All right, so this ice water, is helping to stop the cooking process. And I'm just gonna, yeah, it's quite cold. All right, so we're gonna let this sit for just a moment or so. I'm gonna whip up the marinade, and then we're gonna come back to this. Well, you know what? What we need to do is we need to pat this. Let's get this done. All right, I'm gonna take my beans, and on a towel or multi-layers of paper towel, you are going to put all of your beans. And I know you see some ice, that's fine. Totally fine, because I'm just gonna weed the ice cubes out. We need to pat these guys dry. Again, we want the marinade to flavor it. We don't want anything to be soggy or yucky. We want it to be this vibrant green veggie marinated salad. The marinade is gonna take care of everything. It's gonna be totally fine wetting down our vegetables. So we wanna make sure that that's the only thing that does it, okay? It is a clean towel, just for the germaphobes that are watching. I figured that would be something my daughter would ask because she is very germ conscious. All right, I got the rest of that and got a lot of dishes to clean up too. So take a look here. I can see these veggies are actually chilled. They feel cold to the touch, okay? And then I want to pat them dry, which is what we're doing. And then we're gonna mosey on over to our other area. Whoops, straggler. And we're gonna put everything in. Are there any questions so far, Maya? Everyone okay with everything that I'm doing here? If you have questions, please chime in. All right, let's take this over. I'm gonna do this very carefully and hope that I don't embarrass myself on this live Facebook demonstration. Although the bowl is getting a little small. All right, but we got everything in there. I might actually migrate to a bigger bowl, you guys, just so you can see. Normally I like to do my recipe demonstrations in a clear bowl so you can see everything, but it might not be in the cards. So let's put this aside real quick. And now we're gonna make our marinade. All right, and again, just to reiterate, we have got, are you focusing on bowl now? Okay, thank you. We've got the juice of 1 lemon going on in. Wrong bowl, you guys. Hey, Michelle Geeson. Yes, my daughter's laughing at me. All right, we've got the brine, 2 tablespoons, 1 each of the pepperoncini brine, 1 of the Kalamata olives brine. We've got 2 teaspoons of sugar. Now we need 2 tablespoons of red wine vinegar. I love red wine vinegar so much. It's crisp and light. And the sugar that we're adding here will also help balance out that sour acidic taste. And then we are going to use a 1/4 cup of extra virgin olive oil. My favorite. Never be without olive oil in your kitchen. Okay? And we are going to whisk that together until we know that the sugar is dissolved. And you know what? This would be a really good salad dressing too. That's the really good thing about the marinades here. You can just, they're so versatile and you can use them for so much. But I like to whisk until I know the sugar is dissolved. All right. This recipe will be coming at you today at 3 o'clock. I also have some bonus recipes for you throughout the day for tons of really great barbecue celebration side dishes that you can use for Memorial Day or birthday or Father's Day or just because. Some really good stuff. All right. So just to recap, we laid all those beans out and we patted them dry. We combined all the ingredients and now we're whisking our marinade together in a bowl. All right. You can make this salad a day ahead. and you can actually let it marinate overnight. The only difference will be that the green beans and the asparagus might darken a little bit just from the marinade, but that's okay. It'll be absolutely delicious. I actually made this yesterday for our memorial celebration remembrance occasion with our family, and I didn't have any to bring home. So I think that's a success. All right. So now I'm going to put all this good stuff in a bigger bowl. I need a bigger glass bowl is really what I need. So Maya, if you can come and just kind of watch. The first thing I'm going to do is mix this up without the marinade. And then I'm going to add the marinade. I want to make sure that I get that parsley. Oh, thanks, Kim. It's really a great, great dish. You could take it a step further if you want. Here, let's take it a step further while we're on camera so I can just wow y'all with how I am thinking. I will show you in just a second what I'm going to do to change the name of the game. All right. Hold on, keep looking. Here comes my secret weapon. Let's take it a step further, everyone, and let's bariatricize this bad boy. Okay, here I've got a scoop of unflavored protein powder. This is the Gen Pro. I'm gonna mix it usually I do water, but I'm gonna do a little bit of vinegar, a little bit of olive oil vinegar, or red wine vinegar. And I'm just going to mix it into a slurry. All right. This is a really good rule of thumb. Yeah, Maya, I know. I just got some. If you mix it really well, you'll get all the lumps out of it. The other thing you can do to speed up the process, if you have it at home, is you can take your frother and you can froth it to blend it nice. Look at that. Maya, you might want to pan in so they can really see. This is a really great rule of thumb and a really great trick for when you're want to blend extra protein into sauces and soups. Just mix it with what you're mixing it with and then add it, okay? So this is taking it a step further, and now we're gonna whisk it. And now voila, you've got a marinade that includes protein. And if I wet this a little and take a sip, you can't even taste the protein in it. It's amazing, if I do say so myself, and I do. All right, now let's pour this bad boy in. It's marinated, and now all you have to do is mix and blend, and then just when you think life doesn't get any better, it does, because you are going to add freshly ground black pepper and salt to your liking. I love pepper, as you can clearly see. I'll be a little easier on the salt because we have all that brine, but this is delicious. So you've got the protein of the beans and the edamame. You've got good carbs working for you with those beans. So those beans are going to help release energy slowly. So good idea to stay active and utilize that energy. And then you've got the protein of the protein powder that we put in the marinade. The marinade, or the recipe that you're going to get at 3 o'clock, is not going to have that protein powder included. Sometimes I do it, sometimes I don't. It really just depends on what I'm looking for, but this is great. Check this out. Pan through on that, Maya. I'm getting a spoon because I'm going in. All right. So it's not, what I like about this is it's not overly saturated with the marinade. You can definitely double the recipe, double the marinated, depending on how soaked in it you want. But all you have to do is just give it a nice toss when you're ready to serve so everything gets coated again. And it will be delish. Okay, check it out. I'm going in. I love it. I really do. It's very light and crisp. I need to chew what I'm eating. I really like that it's not overpowering. You're letting nature's goodness take precedence over everything. Yes, Liz, you can always add feta because as we know, everything is better with feta. You can add feta, which I actually have a recipe that is dropping today for you on our Bariatrics and Tips Facebook page. I can't recall what time it is at. I think it's at 6 o'clock, but it's a veggie feta salad. That's kind of like a takeoff on this. I had so many recipes that I wanted to share with you for Memorial Day and just no time to make it all. So instead, I'm just giving you the recipes. But this is definitely a winner. It was a winner last night when we were all together, my husband's family, which is my family, and everyone liked it and everyone wanted to keep some for themselves. So I came home with none, except for the empty container that I had to wash. So yes, everything's better with feta. You could add grilled chicken to this, and you can have this as part of a meal. There's so much that you can do with a nice bright green salad, and this is definitely that, okay? So that is what I have to show you today. I have made a colossal mess of my kitchen, so I'm gonna probably be toggling between eating some of this and cleaning some of that when I say goodbye to you today. I don't want you to forget that Bariatrics and Tips is on all social media: Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, Snapchat, Twitter, and Instagram. My TikTok and Instagram is extremely active. I'm trying to put all my video shorts on there so you can see what a day in the life of someone who's living large, cooking and eating small, and finding flavor does each day. Everything from coffee drinks to salads to breakfasts, you name it. I'm trying to just document it all on TikTok. This episode will be posted on my YouTube page. Please make sure you subscribe to that. Please feel free to share Bariatrics and Tips and all social media with your friends, family, and acquaintances, because I feel that we should all spread the joy and support each other in our healthy lifestyle endeavor. I will look forward to seeing you again. I hope you have a nice, safe holiday tomorrow. Please make sure that you are thinking of those who have served in the military and really keep your Memorial Day solemn and safe, okay? Again, this is Michelle saying live large, cook small, and find flavor in everything that you do. See ya. Bye.